What up, world? You now tune in to Live and Direct with your boy OBK Trigg. Y'all know what it is, you know, no play thing.
Give it up for Trigg, OG, who been in the game for a long, long time.
You know what it do?
Give it up for the Trigg man.
Y'all know what it is. Yeah, I'm in the building. You know, Club 395, Live and Direct. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's get started. How long have you been rapping?
Man, I've been in this rap game for a minute. Like, I've been going to this rap game since a teen. You know what I mean? And here it is. You know, I ain't gonna say my age or nothing, but you know, here it is. You know, I'm standing here today with y'all. You know, but to put, you know, make a long story short, man, I've probably been in this game going on about 15 years, going hard in the paint. You know, going hard in the paint, still going at it.
That's what I'm
Still got both 10 toes on the ground running.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know one thing about you. I know you're one of the hardest working men out here who's out here really trying to get to the top. And I really appreciate your drive and the music you guys put out on the community. Block 4 Entertainment.
Already, I sure definitely appreciate that, boy, for real, because a lot of people don't understand, man. It takes a lot of hard work and effort to even try to even stay ahead of the game, you feel me? Because you got so much competition and so many people are so competitive in what they doing and stuff, so you got to try to stay above water, you know what I mean? You got to try to keep your head above water, and with the bloodline I got, I ain't got no choice but to keep on moving forward. No looking back. Ever since I stepped out, man, from prison, you know what I mean? I ain't looked back since then.
That's what I'm talking about.
Straight.
Well, you talk about competition. YTN, as our label, we got this big thing. He's one of the partners in the YTN. We don't really look at competition. We look at, like, you know, we got to do what we got to do. You know?
Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
You know, and you know, YTN, we always support everybody in the city, you know, everybody who's out here trying to do it, where you get it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is how we do things.
And one thing about, you know what I'm saying, the thing I look at as far as this rap game, man, especially coming from the Midwest, you know, from a small city where I'm from and stuff, you know, we got a lot of good, you know what I'm saying, a lot of good artists that I done heard with my own 2 ears. And the only thing that we pretty much is missing out of that whole ordeal is unite, you know what I'm saying, unity, coming together, you know, and trying to build something to where everybody can move as a unit.
That's how I feel about that whole situation. We can be much farther if we move as a unit.
Much farther, you know, but you got so many selfish people in the game and want to be the first, as you call it, you know what I'm saying, to try to make it big and not really, you know, studying, you know what I'm saying, studying what everybody else doing, you know what I mean? Everybody trying to be that first person to say that I was the first one to put Indiana on the map, you know, when it shouldn't even be like that.
Right. I feel you on that.
So, yeah.
You know, me and you go back a long way.
Long way.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I always knew that, you know, you was going to do something very special. You know what I'm saying? This the way you carry, the way you hold yourself. You know, you was a little wild back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I knew you was going to grow all of that shit.
Right.
You know? it really, you know, be something, you know what I'm saying? Look at you, you know, you got your own label, you got your own clothing line, you know.
I can't say.
You know what? Speak on your clothing line. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, you know, hey, that right there, that real, you know, that right there stands for recognize everybody ain't loyal. You know, that's
like
what
that.
real stand for.
I like that.
And I came up with this clothing line off my first single that I dropped when I got out of prison, July 27th of 2016. And the first single I dropped on the world was Real. And that's how this clothing line came about.
That's original.
Yeah, and I must say, man, like the clothing line just took off. As soon as I put that mug out there just for promotion for the album, it just took off. Now it became a brand. And now I got hundreds of people wearing my clothing line. You know what I'm saying? I got lots of people, they still placing orders in right now to this day about the Real clothing brand. So it's definitely one of the things that, you know, came along with this rap music and moving forward.
Yeah, I get with my assistant after this, and we'll make sure we do some of that real stuff on the house.
Definitely have.
No, I'll get it because I'll buy some because I like to support everybody. Every dollar counts.
Exactly. And it's definitely gonna be put back into the company, you know.
That's what it got to be. This one thing. Let me speak on this a little bit. One thing about artists is they got to know they got to spend money to make it.
Straight
You got to spend money to make it.
You want to go get
9 times out of 10, you don't got nobody really gonna have your back. So I suggest everybody come up with a budget and a plan. Once you can have a budget and a plan, you can make things happen.
Definitely can, you know. You only go get out what you put in, you know. If you don't put the effort and the time into your craft and stuff, then you just gonna be a local ass rapper sitting around here still waiting on somebody to discover you, you know. But if you get out there and grind and you know put money towards your career, then you're gonna see a way better outcome. Way better outcome.
And collab with other labels and other people
Exactly.
and artists and get out your comfort zone.
So you actually gotta be able to take the time to go to other places also and try to make those connections.
Yeah.
Go to other shows that you've heard about, that are just the city across, whatever, the next state across, whatever. Go make those connections.
Connection is everything, man. You know?
Everything.
It's all about who you know what I'm saying? I used to always hear this as, what I'm saying, me being a rapper and coming up in the game, I used to always hear it ain't what you know, it's who you know. You know what I'm saying? It's who you know. I might know this and I might know that, but if I know this man and he got his hands in something and he doing big things, then I'm connected. You see what I'm saying? Because I know this person. He connected, I'm connected. So it's about who you know and make it happen.
And try to make those actually personal connections. Don't just come up and be like, hey, yo,
No,
I do this
personal.
and that, just let me use you for this.
No.
Be a friend. Be a real OG with that person.
Yeah, but now you mooching.
Yeah.
Mooching off motherfucker, freeloading, you know what I mean? You gotta build that connection to where y'all feel like family. Like a family thing, cause in the long run, that's who you're gonna see at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That same person that you built this connection with here, gonna be that same person you're gonna be building with here. Straight up.
And that's the thing, people remember those past experiences with that person. And if it's positive, then more than likely they're going to be the one that comes up when they're doing something big.
Real talk.
As a label, what's some of the obstacles that you had to go through to, even get to the point of calling yourself a label?
Woo! That's a good one right there.
To be able to call yourself a label, well, I'm gonna say to be able to call ourselves a label is because being in the game for the amount of time that I've been in the game and getting the recognition that I'm receiving right now and being one of the hottest artists off that label, people are looking at me as the front runner of the label, of Block 4 ENT, because they see the footwork that I'm putting in, they see the movement, they see me moving around, they see me not just standing in one spot. They see me making these major connections with major promoters, major rappers, major, everything major, everything power, everything major. So in order, anybody can come over to a record label, but everybody gonna get that recognition as that's a record label. They just gonna look at it as another name. And the reason they're gonna do that is because that person, whoever running that record label, haven't put that much work in to even get that recognition that they deserve. You see what I'm saying? For that record label to even call a record label. But if it's somebody like Block 4 ENT, YTN, AON, Cutthroat ENT, just to name a few, when you got some powerhouses on that label and people realize and recognize them as a powerhouse, then whatever come up under that record label, people gonna look at that as a powerhouse record label. They're not even looking at that as it just being a name now. They looking at that as a company. Like that's a company right there. They got some hard hitters over there.
Right, exactly.
You definitely gotta keep on rapping your label name. Got to keep on rapping it.
Have to. Every day, every week, or whatever.
Real talk.
Straight up, anything I wear now is just YTN related. I don't even wear regular
You see every time usually when I step out the house, I got nothing but real gear on.
You know, that's the best promotion, but you know who, one of the first cats who ever started that was Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons wore that Fat Farm every day.
You ain't like Rockefeller.
Shout out to
They had us, you know, Rockefeller all they was wearing a Rockefeller gear all the time.
Shout out to Russell Simmons for changing the game for us. You know, he's a pioneer, and that's one of the cats that I looked up to when I was, you know, coming up in the game and, you know, trying to make this, you know, not as an entertainer, but as a promoter, rapper, or promoter, you know, businessman, label owner. That was my goal when I first started out.
Hey, that's a positive person to look up to when it comes to stuff like that too, man. Because that man, he definitely did what he had to do with Def Jam and stuff, and went ahead and what he do, went ahead and passed the torch to the next man.
Right. Like some of the artists that's on your label right now, how do you go about picking an artist? We have a little system that I like to do when we go out and we, you know, search for new artists or somebody we want to put on the label. My main thing is be yourself and be unique.
Unique is a big plus. Gotta be unique.
Yeah, you gotta bring something new and fresh to the table, or else you're just gonna drown like all the others.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're gonna look at you like, oh man, he sound like the next man. You know, so that's one of the things I look for, like the group Epidemic that we got on the label. You know, the way they came about is because of their uniqueness. You know, we heard every one of them, and I heard that uniqueness in their voice to where they didn't sound like nobody out there. They didn't sound like nobody I heard. So that right there just put the light bulb over my head, like, hey, we got something here. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that with everybody. You know, you can't just go to, you know, everybody right now and their mama think they can rap right now. Everybody and their mama feel like they can rap right now. But it might be true. Everybody can rap. But rapping and making music is two different things. You know what I'm saying? You got to make music. If you want to be a rapper, then you just going to be a blah, 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 blah type dude. You know what I'm saying? Just put anything in your shit. Right. You know, but that's pretty much how we look at it, man. We look for that originality, as you said. You know what I'm saying? We look for that originality and, you know, what fits over here on Block 4 ENT.
Right. And another thing I forgot, that here's another point that I want to put out too, is I try to look at it when we bring an artist is his hustle. You know, he got to be able to hustle. I remember back in the day when your ass was on a motherfucking moped selling motherfucking CDs off of that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, that's how it is. You know, then the next day, I seen you doing that, so the next day I went to the gas station, posted up, and started selling CDs at a gas station just like that. I was like, that nigga out here, you know what, I can go do that shit too. Let's, you know. And sometimes you gotta put down what people don't understand, you know, you gotta put down your pride. To get this shit going. You know, I did a whole lot of shit, you know, just to get this thing going. What this motherfucker doing, man? He out here selling bean pies or something, you know, trying to sell CDs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight up. You gotta not be able to, like, give a fuck what people think about you, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, you gotta be able to ride down in a moped. Whatever weather.
It's crazy. It's crazy he brought that up, Corey. Now these days, you don't see nobody doing that. Nobody out promoting themselves the way they do. They look for that. They don't do their promotional physically no more. Like going to the gas station, hand in hand. You know, they don't do that no more. They rather just run to the internet. They rather run to the social medias and stuff like that when there's more to it than that. Because everybody ain't on social media. Everybody not on social media.
Or your friend.
Or your friend.
You know,
right.
Or whatever, you know. Most people, in my situation, we got about 5,000 people total. You know, it's 100,000 motherfuckers.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? L cars out there. So you know what I'm saying? You do got to do some leg work to get out here and
put
really
that footwork
get
in.
it going, unless you that dude.
Got to put that footwork in.
And that's the thing also, like you were talking about, like physical promotion. Also, like we were talking about making like a more physical experience with somebody. Like people are going to more remember that if it's a personal experience rather than just seeing it on the internet. Because how many scrolls do you fucking do while you're scrolling through Facebook or whatever? You know, you don't see everybody's shit.
Yup. And
But you're gonna remember when you fucking came up to me at a gas station and, you know, approached me about a show or a CD. Or,
Yeah, but you know they're gonna look back like, man, I bought this CD from him that one day at the gas station. You know what I'm saying? And now they seeing you out there. They seeing you on social media. They seeing you. Then the first thing they'll come to their head is, man, I remember buying this CD from him at the gas station. You know what I mean? Because they got it strictly from me.
Alright, Trigg, how did you come up with your name?
Trigg, T-R-I-G-G. Well, I came up with that name, man. I came up with that name, you know what I'm saying, doing the dirt I did in the streets. Trigg. Trigger happy. You know what I mean? At first it was Trigger. You know, Trigger, like, you know, the trigger. But once I started doing my little researches and messing around with the name and coming up with what T-R-I-G-G mean without the A, you know, it stuck. Trigg, the realest independent go-getter. That's what Trigg stands for. The realest independent go-getter.
Yeah.
You know,
you crazy.
I like that.
You feel me? Hey.
Crazy.
And I put the OBK on the front of it, you know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't gonna lie, I started seeing them little young cats with the, you know, putting them little synonyms in the front of their names and stuff. So when I started thinking about OBK and how I'm always against off-brands and people who's against me, if you ain't with me, you against me. So I came up with the OBK, which means off-brand killer. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't with me, you against me. So you're off-brand, you know? Or you can use it the other way around, OBK, original born king. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm original born king also. So,
I like that one.
yeah, it's different ways of what I can use it for. And then, you know, I mean, the name alone just, it stands out. OBK Trigg, it just stands out. And, you know, I rode with Trigg for a long time, man. And, you know, and they, you know, it just stuck with me. You know, they feeling it, I'm feeling it. It stuck with me. It should be my middle name because I don't have no middle name. My name is just Claudel Jones. Now it's gonna be Claudel OBK Jones.
I say,
OBK Trigg Jones.
That shit really changed.
You feel me? So yeah, that's how I came up with my name and stuff, man, and it just stuck with me.
Speaking of, I want to go back. Tell me a little bit about soul. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all been rocking for a long time.
Yeah, man. Cuz, man, me and my cousin Soldier, man, we've been, I mean, when you see him, you usually see me. When you see me, you usually gonna see him because we stick together like that, you know what I mean? That's my cousin, but we look at each other more like brothers. You know, we look at each other more like brothers, you know?
Right.
And we started this, even when we had Infrared Entertainment. And we had to destroy Infrared Entertainment and build a whole new record label. And that's when we came up with Block 4 ENT, which we both came up with that in prison. You know what I'm saying? Sitting at the table, bringing everything to the table and decided what we was gonna do with the new label and the old label. And cuz, you know, he been doing this for a minute too, and you know, like they always say, man, you can be a rapper of age, but can you transform your music from the old school way to the way things is now, you know what I mean? And me and Cuz, man, we just got that type of music to where, you know, we feel like goddamn we in the runnings. You know what I mean? We sticking with it.
Exactly. That's super important too. You got to be able to like stick with what's going on like, in the scene, like music scene, you know, show scene, whatever it is, however it's going on.
Well, yeah, man. You know, but at this point in time, you know what I'm saying, Cuz ain't here with us right now, but you know,
Right. Shout out to Soul.
he getting ready to touch back down real soon, you know what I mean? But hey, we here, got the new album getting ready to drop too, so y'all be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that album you're talking about.
Yeah, when you releasing that?
The album, Lionheart. So we got the album Lionheart coming out, me and Soldier, and the reason we chose the title Lionheart is because they look at the lions in the jungle as the king of the jungle. So Soul called itself the king of COE. I pretty much call myself the heart of the city. So that make us the king of the COE. So you put two lions, you know what I'm saying, the king of the jungle, that's why we named the album Lionheart. You see what I'm saying? And this album is way past something that I would have did years ago because we put our heart, you know, sweat, blood, and tears in this mug and really made a classic instead of just putting music on there.
Right.
We actually sat down and made a classic album. Something that people can put in that mug and just let it play all the way through. You know what I mean? I saw Cuz the cover the other day, and he just looked at the cover and was like, Cuz, that's a CD, man, you can just put in, man, and just let it ride out. I said, I already know. I said, Cuz, we put a classic together, man. Just look at the cover. That's why I wanted the cover to be the way it is now, because it looked more like a classic, you know? So the album getting ready to drop real soon, real soon. It's gonna be on all music platforms, you know, OBK Trigg platforms, you know. It's gonna be on Amazon, all outlets. So be on the lookout for that Lionheart album that's coming to y'all soon, coming to the hood near you, the streets near you. The streets near you, the city near you, you name it, it's gonna be there. Believe that.
Yeah. How much time did you put on the cities? Years?
How much we put on?
Months?
You know what? I'm gonna say it took us some months, man. It took us some months to put this album together because we wanted to make this thing special.
Right.
And make it right instead of just saying, "Cuz, put that on there. I'm gonna put this on there." You know what I mean? We really went through the lineup and listened to those songs to see what song fits best to come off of what song. You know, when this one cut off, will this sound good to come off of this song? Or should we let it play out this way, more hyped up, and then start dying it down towards the middle? You know what I'm saying? So we pretty much really sat down and went through them songs, man, and put this mug together.
Yeah, I'm really trying to tell a story.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, sure.
Exactly.
Right, and definitely you got to.
Yeah, you gotta put a story, you know, got a
So
story.
when that hot single gonna drop then?
All right, right now we got the single "Can You Do It." It's out right now on all music platforms. Can you do it by being Soldier, you know, and got it on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? It's on Facebook on OBK Trigg page. You know, just a snippet right now, but the whole album, the whole song finna get ready to be out soon. We ain't released it yet. Right now, I'm just pretty much putting samples out right now to wheel everybody in, to let them know what we have on the album. So it's definitely it's something worth waiting for, man. The wait is worth it.
Right.
It's worth it.
I can't wait
It's worth it.
to our project come out. We putting out this mixtape called Global Pandemic, man.
Global Pandemic.
That motherfucker gonna be off the chain.
No,
Don't beat so hard.
Cause one thing for certain, two things for sure, we ain't finna let what's going on right now stop us from grinding.
No.
You know?
No.
So we're gonna continue to hit y'all with these mixtapes. We're gonna continue to keep on pushing ourselves in y'all faces, and y'all know what it is.
Right. And as soon as this is over with, we're gonna be putting on the show, so be looking out for that at Club 395.
At Club 395, we're gonna be there.
Blow it up.
Y'all make sure y'all, hey, be on the lookout for that, cause hey, this is gonna be an epic show, boy. Promise you that.
We all know
Epic.
you dope and shit. We want to get your asses out here and party and shit.
But you know, one thing that we really forgot to do, we forgot to introduce. He's one of our YTN artists. You know, introduce yourself.
Yo, my name's Tiernox. I'm from LaGrange, Indiana. I don't know, I started working with YTN about like 4 months ago, 5 months ago, something like that.
And that was a game changer for our level, because now we put ourselves out in a different genre. We just don't do hip hop, R&B. We do everything. You know, we do everything. We try to get everything to come to us. You know, we need everything. So, you know, if you a different artist, or you know, got any unique talent that people really don't, you know, really fuck with you, but we see potential in it, we will definitely work with you.
So we work with a lot of people that have done their time in the music industry, and they have good ears. They know what sounds good. They know what's, you know, I hate to say it, but they know what's crap. So, I mean, we're always looking for new music, new good.
Good look, that's a good look.
Music.
Mixer of music, boy, you don't get no better than that.
Besides music, what are some other hobbies that you do?
Other hobbies, man, you know, mean, you gotta look at it, man. Being the man of the house and stuff like that, you know, it's always got hobbies. You know what I'm saying? You building stuff around the house. I just built a booth at the crib for the studio. You know what I mean? I mean, what else can you do? So I got plenty of hobbies, man. Like I said, real clothing line is one of my major hobbies. So I got the hobby of the, you know, I mess with cars here and there. You know, I get dirty too. I get dirty. You know, I ain't got no problem getting dirty. You know, I done roofing. You know, I done concrete. You know, you name it, I done it. So those are hobbies. So whenever I get bored, I got something to do. You know,
Right.
I'll go out there and lay some concrete down in a minute.
Right.
You need a patio done?
Boy, you crazy. Boy, you crazy.
He'll bring you back.
You
Yeah,
feel?
he'll bring you back. Yeah. So what inspires you to do music? Like, what really drives you?
Well, growing up, you know, I used to listen to Tupac, Scarface, you know, UGK, Too Short, and it was just something about the way they put their stories together, you know, how they take their music on what they done been through and what they, you know, what they got playing in their head and how they just made that mud come together and made a song out of it to where people is paying attention to what's going on. Like, dang, you know, because you guys, you know, like Tupac, for example, he come with that more politician, that more deep flow to where you might be going through that type of stuff,
Right.
and he pretty much showing you the way to getting out that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
He's making it relatable.
Yeah, he's making it relatable, and you know, and me growing up, the stuff that I done been through, you know, and then I started taking liking to the music and the rap scenes and stuff like that, and start elaborating that into my music. And I find myself sometimes when I write, especially when I get on that deep stuff, I find myself having that type of delivery. You know, I had that type of delivery.
Yeah, shout out Tupac, by the way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
You know, shout out to all them, you know, the rappers that inspired me, man, for real. Because if it wasn't for them, man, I don't know where I'd be at right now with this rap stuff. You know, you gotta follow some type of foe, man. You know, you gotta be a leader before you be a boss. You know what I mean? You gotta follow somebody. You know, so how you gonna be able to be a boss if you don't know what a boss move is? You know, and that's how I look at them. You know what I mean? I look at them as being a boss, and I have to follow their lead in order for me to be a boss and be where I'm at.
So who are some like current day bosses that you look up to? Like who are you really pumping right now? What's up with that?
As far as underground,
Like current day,
industry,
underground, whatever.
I mean,
Who's pumping?
I'm right now, man. I get down with Yo Gotti. You know what I'm saying? I love Yo Gotti flow.
Yeah.
Young Dolph. I love Young Dolph flow. You know what I mean? Them the type of dudes that's gonna be in the game for a long time. You know what I mean? You know, Gucci Man. You know, Yo Gotti, Young Dolph. You know, you got a lot of up and coming new artists, but at the same time, you know, it ain't something that catch my interest. You know what I mean? Cause a lot of them really ain't speaking on nothing that's relatable to me. You know, so you know, I look at them, man, and I mean, yeah, them the ones that I pretty much right now in this day and age. You know, in this day and age, I look at them right there. You know, I still mess with, you know, that deep stuff. You know what I mean? I still mess with, you know, Jeezy. You know, Jeezy got that flow too.
Yeah.
You know, them, that's my, you know, my era right there. You know, that's my era.
Yeah, they be making those songs that are timeless. Like you're gonna be able to play that song
Yeah,
7
you're gonna
years
be able to-
later.
you're gonna
Like,
be-
man, that shit's
Exactly. You're gonna be able to put that mug in and continue to play that stuff, man, you know. So them the ones I pretty much be, you know, I feel like, you know, got the game on lock right now when it comes to that music
When you,
in the industry.
When you know, started your label and, you know, all that other shit that, you know, we got to go through to, you know, to get to the top. And one day I sat back and when I was thinking is, it's like, what is top? What do I want to get out of this? And I asked myself that question, and I really couldn't really come up with a real answer. What was, you know, what would that be like for you? You know, what is the top to you? What is
The top? Really, man, I think it ain't no such thing as the top. Because once you get to the top, you still gotta stay consistent in what you do. You know what I mean? You still gotta be consistent. You know, I was always told, man, the hardest part ain't getting in, the hardest part is staying consistent. You know, that's the hard part. Cause once you in, that's the main thing. Cause once you in, all this work that you've been putting in to get to the point where you trying to get to, now you there. So what do? Do you stop or do you continue to stay consistent in what you do? Cause soon as somebody feel like you're not consistent in what you do, you fall back down. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You fall back down from what you thought was the top. You're gonna level back down because you wasn't consistent when you was up there. You know? So I don't think there's no such thing as the top. I think you just gotta stay consistent in what you're doing.
My main thing is, I think once I get to that point, my main thing is passing down knowledge to other people.
Yeah.
So they can get, you know, to where they want to get. I think that's more important than money and anything else. Because we, you know, we only live on this earth one time.
One time.
One time. And if you ain't passing that knowledge and you trying to hoard all that knowledge, that don't even make no motherfucking sense.
Right. Definitely got to pass it on, man. Definitely got to pass it on. Because there's a lot of them out here right now that I haven't seen with my own eyes. They lost. You know, they lost. They can do music all day, but they don't know the next step. So they lost. So it's going to take somebody like us to step in there and give them some knowledge to the next step on, okay, you got your music laid down. Okay, this is the next thing you need to do. You know what I mean? Like guide them to what you thought was the top.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because now you done your job, you done helped the next person out to get farther than where you was already at.
Exactly. And the thing with knowledge too is it's very wonderful to pass down good knowledge, but I think it's also a really good thing to pass down bad knowledge, like where you've done mistakes,
Oh,
or
yeah.
you fucked up, and be like, yo, don't make the mistake I made because some stupid shit happened out of it, and I don't want to see you do that
You know,
shit.
and a lot of people like to take the bad knowledge and do the bad knowledge. You know, so they get really, whoa, I can do it this way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your ass gonna get fucked up.
Just because he did don't mean I can't do it.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, that's part of growing up too. But you know, you youngsters, listen to the OGs because they know what they got.
You're right about that, man. For real.
Like there's some rules you can break, but you also gotta watch out. Too,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
gotcha.
saying?
And that's pretty much what I teach my group, man, is I tell them about the mistakes me and Soul made, you know what I'm saying, coming into this game. And we try not to take them that route, but we explain that route to them. Like, this is the reason you don't want to take that route, because when we took that route, this is what happened to us. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So, yeah, pass on that knowledge. Always pass on that knowledge to the next generation.
Hell yeah. Speaking of knowledge, how do you get over writer's block?
Writer's block, boy, my writer's block be something crazy too, boy. Them things be lasting. They be lasting, boy. You know what? When I get a writer's block, you know, this just happened to me, matter of fact, a couple of days ago. I was sitting in the crib and I was sitting there, I'm like, damn, baby, I gotta finish this verse up. You know, I said, my little guy, he already done with his verse, baby, and this my son, and this nigga done with his verse before me. I'm like, man, baby, I can't, you know, my mind ain't there. I said, I know what I need to do. Maybe I need to go downstairs and step in the booth like I'm rapping, and it'll come to me. So I go down in the basement, standing in front of the microphone like I'm rapping. I ain't got the beat on or nothing. Just standing in front of them like I'm rapping, and next thing you know, my verses just came to me like that. I knocked that shit out, you know. But when it comes to the writer's block, man, I usually just let it come to me. You know, I don't try to force it, because when I force it, I'm just gonna say anything.
Yeah.
So I just let it come to me. Even in my dreams, even when I sleep, you know, I wrap my stuff in my head. You know, sometimes I write my flows in my head while I'm sleeping. You know what I mean? And I get up and have the song done, like I'm done. And she was like, baby, what you write down? Like, shit, I wrote it in my head.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah, she's like, what you mean you wrote in your head? I'm like, baby, when I was going to sleep, shit, I was just rapping my verse in my head and just keep on adding on to it. You know what I'm saying? And the verse was done.
I I say that's how the exact same shit happens to me when I'm working on music. When EDM, like I'm sitting there like, oh man, what synth would go next with this pattern of this other synth, and then next thing you know, I got a few different trials that I want to do in my head.
Yep.
Once I get in the studio, boom, 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 try
exactly,
them all out,
yep.
and knock it out.
That's exactly how I do it. So I pretty much let it come to me, man. I marinate on that shit. You know, and then when I get done with it, it come out to be a hit. I be like, yep, I knew I don't rush it for a reason. Why rush it? You won't just say anything, and then you're going to be like, damn, I could have said this. Damn, I could have said that. But you take your time on it and let it come to you, then you're going to put everything in the right place like a puzzle.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing too. Like, you gotta be able to let shit flow. Because if you try to fight the flow, it's just gonna probably come out like shit. And that's like yeah, you can't put out that negative shit. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the negative spot or whatever, just take that time to get yourself back right and put out good energy again.
Right.
Good.
That's the same thing for business too. That's the same.
Yeah.
I can fall asleep thinking about something and come up with the solution when I wake up.
Oh, you ain't got to tell me. You hit me up the day before. Hey, we got an interview tomorrow. What? Already?
Yeah.
You ain't warned me or nothing.
Yeah, because this is, the times that we're going into, man, people need to be in a good spirit.
Yeah, for real.
People really need to be in a good spirit now. You can't leave your house, you can't go nowhere, you can't go down there and sit down and have a dinner with your woman and stuff.
Can't hold hand. They want you not touching.
Right.
It's great.
You're looking at your woman like, what you cooking? She usually be like, okay, we're gonna go do something to eat, but those days right now
it's over with.
It's over with right
it's
now.
Over with. Like you really.
Then the kids at home, and they're not gonna go back to school
for a whole year.
For a whole fucking year. You know what I'm saying? So
rest of the year, matter of fact.
So the main thing that we got to do, get our kids right is shit. You might as well start the homeschool shit and really teach them what we need to really teach them.
What they ain't teaching them.
Teach them about that money. Teach them about that money. How to open up a bank account. How to apply for a car loan.
Yeah.
How to manage your money.
How good credit is.
They don't
work
teach
more
that
than money and stuff like that. Cause they ain't teaching that. They ain't teaching them that stuff in school for real.
And the main thing, I think the main problem with that whole situation is that digital money. You know what I mean? Back in the day, we had physical money from motherfucking cash and food stamps. You know what I'm saying? We knew how much we had.
Especially come on
now. But you don't see something that just pop up on your phone. You can go look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's not there in your hand.
It's not physical. Yeah.
It's not physical money. So, they treat it different. Like, oh, it'll come back. And it don't come back like that.
Yeah. So speaking of the times that we're going through with the virus, how is it affecting you, your label, and your clothing?
Man, this damn virus, boy. This virus. Everywhere you look at them, it's that virus.
It's a something.
It's hunting you. Like, for real. You look on TV, virus. Movies. Go on Netflix. They got like 4 movies in a row about the virus. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, they made that motherfucker quick in a bitch.
Right.
That shit don't happen like that.
You feel me? So, man, with this virus, man, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely putting a dent in a lot of stuff. It's putting a dent in a lot of stuff. It's putting a dent in your shows. Yeah. And that is something that a lot of artists, even myself, look forward to, getting a financial from, shows and stuff like that. So you can't have big gatherings, so it's definitely putting a big dent in that right there. Then it's putting a dent in, it's just putting a dent in a lot of stuff with it. When it comes to your family, you can't be around your family, you gotta be 6 feet away from. So now it's getting into your personal life, it's getting into your personal life. So that virus is definitely affecting a lot on everybody end, not just my end. But it's putting a dent on a lot of people in. Right. Even the ones in the industry. You know what I mean? You ain't heard of nobody doing no type of show. You ain't been seeing no type of promotion on nothing. None of that stuff. Like, everybody just said, fuck it. We on quarantine, goddamn it, drop everything. You know what I mean? And you don't hear nothing no more.
I would say, actually, with the EDM scene, a pretty creative thing that I've seen that everybody's been doing, they've been starting to stream just live performances right there off of their phones or their cameras. They'll just set it up and be like, hey, yo. They'll still even make a flyer for the performance and everything, and You know, still be as
Yeah,
professional as they would with the show.
they've been doing that.
You know,
I was trying to get into that game, you know, doing that way before the virus. You know what I'm saying? Let's set up, do some shit, live performance. That's why we came up with Live Direct was supposed to be is an interview and a live performance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now with this happen, they speeded it up. But it is what it is. With you know, YTN still gonna do that.
Oh yeah, you know, YTN and Block 4 still got them, you know, we ain't letting no virus or nothing stop what we got going, you know. And to be honest with you, man, during this time right here, it's good to keep things going because now you got everybody where you want them at.
Right.
And now they watching.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they ain't got no choice but to watch. We the entertainment now, you know.
Yep.
So when we put out good music and interviews, good interviews from Live Direct and stuff like that, now we got people attention. You know, so when we do put it out, people gonna be, let me hear what you gotta talk about. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta take advantage of this downtime.
Exactly. And that's the thing, we gotta be able to work on our craft too, you know what I'm saying? Like, ever since we've been on like quarantine and stuff, I've been sound designing and working on music like crazy, you know, like
Yeah.
busting out this EPM, working out.
And that's what I tell a lot of artists out there, man. During this downtime, y'all should really sit back, get to y'all writing, get in the studio, everything that you didn't have time doing while you was too busy running the streets because you know what I'm saying, you know, you was too busy running the streets so you didn't have time to sit down and write like you wanted to. You didn't have time to promote the way you wanted to. This is the time that you do that. You know what I'm saying? What else you got to do? This is the time that you're supposed to be out there promoting harder than ever, putting, you know what I'm saying, in there, recording your next mixtape right now. You should be down in the basement or whatever studio and recording your next song to your mixtape. I know that's what I'm doing. So take this downtime and use it wisely. Real talk.
Right? And get educated too.
Get educated. Real talk. Don't let this downtime get y'all unfocused and your mind just thinking, oh, we on quarantine, I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna sit my lazy ass down and just sit here. Nah, you know, get creative. Do some things that people ain't expecting you to do. You know what I'm saying? Get creative.
That's the thing too, with you being at home, you gotta be able to step out of your comfort zone and be able to do something at home that you usually wouldn't do at a studio.
You feel
if
me?
you don't have a studio.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. And I think this right here, that's where you know, some artists is gonna be hurting at because they were so used to somebody else doing their footwork for them and stuff. So now they at home, they don't know what to do now. You know, it's like they stuck now. You know, so
Exactly.
hey, get back to your writing, man. Just get back to your writing. He or she, get on your writing and try to get in the booth and work on your next mixtape.
Right. Times like this is why it's important to be an independent artist.
Exactly.
Just saying. So, after the whole pandemic passes, what are plans that you got going on? Like, what are you cooking up right
Ooh,
now?
now this the big one right here.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's hear it.
They lift this goddamn red flag up. Oh shit, we back at it. YTN and Block 4, we back at it. I know what it is. We had the March Madness going on, but they shut that mud down. But don't worry about it. We come back right back full circle. Full circle.
Yeah.
And we coming back better than ever this time around, y'all. Believe that.
I see Block Flow and YTN Entertainment, TNO Music, BDD, Beats, Bass. Watch out for that dude. That dude's crazy.
It's about to pop.
Oh yeah, I heard some of his music too, man. He be going in. He goes in.
He's real.
We got a track with him on the new mixtape coming out.
Oh yeah. And then watch out for that Trap Little too, because he gonna be coming out too. He going through a little situation right now, but he gonna get it together. He gonna be back out here.
Yeah, he's a good track too. Yeah. So speaking of other artists, who are some artists that you're working with that you have on the label?
Well, we got a few artists on the label right now, man, and you know, we got Lil Cozy, we got Nature Boy, Sizzle K, we got Soldier, we got MBK Levi, MBK Lil Blaze, we got C Note, we got Influence, You know, we got Baby Zoe, Day Day. You know, we got a nice roster, man. We got D-Lo Flessican out of South Bend. You know what I mean? We got a heavy hitter roster. You know, we got myself, of course. So we pretty much got a tight little schedule over there, man. And everybody playing their part and doing what they supposed to do, and they all got heat. They all don't none of them sound alike. All of them got their own originality, sound different, the whole 9 yards. They bring something different to the table.
Right.
Are they all locals too? They all locals?
Huh?
Are they all locals?
Yeah. They all locals and stuff. You know, these are, Epidemic, which consists of 4 of them in the group. Them was originally all the Soul's sons. My cousin Soul, them his sons. You know, and you know, the rest of them is like my nephews and little cousins. So it's like a family thing. It's like a family affair.
That's what's
You
up.
know, start off with family first and then start branching on and start bringing other people over.
Speaking of one of your artists, Sizzle K, I know you
K.
got that track I sent you. And I sent it through the boss man. The boss man gave it to you. Let's get that track done because that shit gonna be.
She gonna kill that, man.
Hot.
To me, man, she like one of the hottest females right now. That's
Oh yeah,
out
for sure.
right now.
That's why I sent her that
You know,
track.
I ain't heard too many female rappers out here right now that's going in, you know, that I actually be around. Besides her and Lady Resin and Diamond Eyes, you know what I'm saying? Them the female,
Right.
you know, when it comes to like the rappers or whatever, you know, they right now is pretty much on my list that's doing their thing. Don't get me wrong, it's more out there, but I probably haven't been encountered to them, you know, been close to them enough to really get to know them and hear what they got. But I'm pretty sure it's more out there, but right now, they're my main 3 that I, you know what I'm saying, get an ear for.
Yeah, for real. I would say I talked to Sizzle K a little bit, and she seems like a really cool chick.
Yeah. Laid
Fun
back.
person to hang out with.
Yeah, she real laid back.
around. Shit,
Love to have
she's cool.
fun, she laid back, she's serious about her work, you know, and what got my attention on her, man, when Lil Cuz first came out, she just, you know, she hopped out, and I seen her making a little buzz for herself, you know, so it was only right for me to stand behind, because I see that she putting that footwork in by herself, you know, that's what I look for. If you ain't putting the footwork in by yourself, ain't no way I'm finna stand behind you because you ain't even trying to help yourself out.
Right. I try to get at her too.
You know, I
I try to get at her too.
She definitely putting
I
her
try to
foot.
get at her too.
Yeah, she
You know,
definitely putting her footwork.
She's something special, man.
Yeah. Keep on doing your thing, look, cuz, you know, you got
Yeah,
eyes
for
watching,
sure,
you got
for sure.
ears listening to you. All you gotta do is just stay focused, keep on going, you know, cuz, you know, big cuz got you. Straight up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Besides Sizzle K, who are some other local artists that you think deserves to blow up?
You know what, man? It's so many of them out there. It's a lot of them out there. I ain't gonna lie. You got Tony Morilla. He's hot. You got
BDD Spaz.
B Spaz. You know what I mean? He hot. I mean, you got some people over there off of Smart Money Management. You got some people off of AON over there. You know, you got Amani. You know, the U. You know, it's a lot of people out there, man, that I actually been hearing, and they doing their thing. You feel me? They doing their thing. K-Stack, you know, he doing his thing over there. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing ENT. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of them out there. I can name a few of them. I can name a lot.
What was the young lady's name that we met a couple weeks ago when we was trying to book her for a show? What's her name? Keena? Oh yeah, Keena, she's something special too. Look her up.
Keena?
Yeah, she hot.
Man, it's a lot of good artists out there, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I go back to what I said before.
Yeah.
Lack of unity.
Yeah.
With all these.
What's the other young lady's name? Is it Lisa Blair?
Oh, you talking about Lisa Blair? Yeah, she
Yeah,
sang.
Lisa,
Oh, she
yeah,
go
yeah,
in.
yeah,
She go
yeah.
in. Yeah.
Yeah,
She go in.
She definitely on the grind too.
Yeah.
I love her grind.
Yeah, she go in.
I like everything that I see that she be putting out.
Yeah, I've been knowing her for a long time too, and she consistent in what she do.
Yeah.
You know, she definitely consistent in what she do, man. But like I say, man, so many out there, man. We just got lack of unity.
Right.
If we all
Right.
start just coming together and working together, man, and making some good music out there, I mean, I don't see why the Midwest can't make their name out there, you know, because it's like we the last ones that ain't even got nobody out there right now.
Right, we gotta get our shit together.
Especially coming out of Indiana anyway, you know what I mean? We like the last of the Mohicans that ain't got nobody from Indiana that's got their foot in that door. Freddie Gibbs, he there. He close, he in there, you know. And don't get me wrong, my guy Will Skrill, man, from Gary, oh yeah, he's that man right there. That
Right.
he's about to, you know what I'm saying, really put a damper in what's going on right now.
Right.
You know. What's up, Will Skrill? Shout out to Big Bro, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I know a lot of artists out there that's doing their thing, man, for real.
Yep.
Hell yeah. So, for new and upcoming rappers, what's some core advice that you have to give? Like, what's some critical shit that
Man.
no.
Let me take this. Let me
Let's do collab answer.
Yeah,
Let's see what you guys got.
let's
See what
get
you
it.
guys got.
The main thing, like I said earlier, get a budget, get a plan, and start grinding. As simple as that.
That's what it is.
And put out good music.
That's what it is. Because people think that you can just rap and get on. Nah, it ain't that easy. It ain't that easy. If you think that means, you know what I'm saying, things not gonna cost, because a lot of people think shit is free too. If you don't think this stuff gonna cost, you got another thing coming, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put in what you wanna get out this mug.
Right.
And that's why Big Homie said, set a budget, because that budget means a whole lot. Because when you deal with a major person on recording or trying to get in a studio or video shot, they gonna wanna know what your budget is, you know?
And do shows. Build up your fan base. Do as many shows as you can.
Even if you gotta do some free ones.
I'll say one thing too, when you're at shows, don't be afraid to go there for the whole show and do not just leave after you perform. Like literally go into the crowd, interact with them.
Yeah.
You know, and that's also a big way to make connections too.
Yeah.
Like don't be that dude that just shows up, performs, and then
And go,
Yeah.
show some support.
Yeah.
like
You're
if you're on
rest
tour,
up.
like if you're on tour or something, you know, we get that. But if you're
Yeah.
like a local artist, like come on now.
Get personal with your fans. Because that's who's gonna pay your bills.
Right.
And that's who's gonna support you. Is your fans.
Yeah, and
You don't have no fans.
you ain't lying.
That's a hobby.
Yeah, I dealt with a lot of people, man, with the music stuff, man, and they real big on that, you know, coming to do your performance and then turn around and cut out and you ain't being seen no more, you know. You know, show some support to the rest of the artists that stood there and watch you do your thing, you know what I mean? Network, get you some business cards, you know, with your info on there, all that, you know, all that stuff count. You know what I mean? Don't just count on social media, you know what I mean? You can put your own footwork in, real talk.
Right. And listen to this man, because that man was on a scooter selling CDs off the scooter.
Scooter.
You know what I mean?
On a moped. Me and two other people on a moped posted up flyers on poles, on light poles, in a gas station, but you always see me with that backpack on a motherfucking moped.
That's that real hustle. Y'all know
Real.
y'all know nothing about that shit.
Yep, that's the best advice that we all three can give artists out there that's up and coming and trying to make it happen and trying to get a name for themselves. Put that footwork in. Set a budget.
Find a good promoter. Find a good
Yeah.
promoter that you can stick by. Can book your shows, give a fair deal, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, when people fail to realize booking shows and promoting shows, that shit is hard.
Hard. Network.
Like I said, it takes a lot of patience too. That's the thing. Like, don't get down if you're like not getting that attention that you want right away. Because I mean, this goes down with business, music, anything. Like, you're gonna have to put like a year, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5, maybe even 9, 10 years in your grind before you actually start getting somewhere. But do not get down to that shit. Just don't give up. Keep on grinding.
Yeah, network, because you know what? You're going to have criticism. You're going to have people going to tell you this and tell you that. But, you know, build yourself up to, you know, take criticism, because criticism ain't going to do nothing but build you up, you know. And my biggest criticism is myself, you know. And not only that, when I was in prison, man, you know, you bring something to them dudes in the yard, they going to let you know if you suck or goddamn you hot off the barrel head. They don't give a fuck. they gonna let you know, oh, nah, nigga, throw that shit in the trash. That shit bullshit. For real. We used to go around the prison yard, man, and rap and have ciphers and stuff like that, and people gonna criticize the shit out of you. Whether if you hot, they gonna let you know you hot. If you bullshit, oh, they gonna definitely tell y'all, nigga, that's doo-doo. So, criticism, it ain't always a bad thing. It's just something that's gonna build you up to get you, you know what I'm saying, getting your skills up to par. So, take criticism, you know what I'm saying, in a good way, and just take it and learn from it.
Yeah, don't get butthurt. Don't be that.
Right.
Right. And surround yourself with a very, very good team. People that you can trust.
Yeah, positive people.
Surround yourself
Like-minded
with a
people
good,
too.
Exactly.
good team.
You can feed off of.
Right.
Surround yourself off people you can feed off of.
Especially get some people out there that's hungry like you, so they can go out there and grind. Y'all grind together. You could assign this to this person, and that shit needs to get done, you know, to make everything work.
Teamwork. Feel me?
Yeah.
Exactly. Everything is a lot better when you have somebody like
Oh,
so
man.
you try to network and go out to shows, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes like it doesn't bother me at all, but I can go to a show by myself. A lot of people aren't like that. They gotta like have a homie or something like that. If you get close with your team, you know, build that homie connection and shit like that, and be like, hey yo, we come pick you up, we go to the show, come on the fuck out of
I
here.
sure been putting people in their places and stuff like, I need you to do this, I need you to run this, you know what I'm saying? Build that company, you feel me? Build the company from ground up, and I think I'm doing a hell of a good job at it.
Yeah, people are starting to notice, I say, we noticed.
Oh yeah, man, hey, that hard work, man, that's why they say, you get out what you put in, you put that footwork in and stay out there in the limelight, man, people ain't got no choice but to see you. You know, they ain't got no choice but to hear you.
Right.
So, hey, stay focused, I'm focused, we focused.
Yep. And push the bullshit aside. You ain't need to be beefing with no motherfucker about it. Push the bullshit aside.
Ain't got no time
to
for
be
it.
friendly rap beef or whatever y'all want to do, but don't take it far as that.
Exactly. Put a check on that. But yeah, we're live and direct.
Alright, I'd say we're about ready to wrap it up. Before we do, is there anything else that you want to get off your chest?
Just wanna,
Anything
say,
that's heating up?
Promote that new single.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
want to appreciate, you know what I'm saying, appreciate the YTN for inviting, you know what I'm saying, me here to do this interview and stuff, you know, this is a big move right here, you know, and I suggest a lot of y'all take heed to this, you know what I'm saying, if you want to get yourself out there, you know, get on these interviews, get yourself heard, get yourself out there, get yourself singing. Real talk, you know, I just want to say, you know what I'm saying, appreciate my fans out there, appreciate the love from my family and stuff standing behind me, you know, without y'all, you know, ain't no telling what I would have did. I don't know if I would have gave up on this stuff or what, but you know, now that I see that I got a lot of baggage to carry on my back, I got this. I ain't gonna let y'all down because I ain't gonna let myself down. Real talk.
For sure. You know, I like to, you know, all the artists out there, they need a place to perform. You know, you can come to Club 395. You just go to www.club395.com and book the venue. It's very reasonable. Got a great sound system. We got a beautiful place here. You know, that's how you're gonna make your money. That's how you're gonna set your budget.
Word up. And if you're an artist that's looking to get on here, you can hit us on the email at ytnharper@gmail.com. Send us a few songs and give us a little bit, like a little bio about yourself. Let us know what's going on, where you're from, and if you got potential, then we'll have you on here.
Already.
Yeah. And then you can also find us on YTN on Facebook, or you can find the YTN page on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all like major socials.
Yeah, you want to reach me, everything is OBK Trigg on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all music platform, OBK Trigg. Hit me up. Block 4, ENT. I'm about to cut out the middleman. I'm about to run up 100 bands. Skirt up the lot in the burning beans. Said she wants she a fucker, she Christian. I'm about to ball out to the back. Motherfucker, my house, they get no respect. Keep a word up for nigga that tryna flex. I ain't losing no sleep, I had no regrets. I'm about to cut out the middleman. I'm about to run up 100 bands. Skirt up the lot in the burning beans. Said she wants she a fucker, she Christian. I'm about to ball out to the back. Motherfucker, my house,
still get no respect. Keep a run up a nigga that tryna flex. I ain't losing no sleep, I had no regret. I'm about to take a new money, bro. Money stuck in the constant big bank account. Just a nigga like who need money down. Mama, a house that I'm picking out. I done been at the bottom, don't bring me down. Cause the taste of my life I don't speak about. If a nigga won't beef, I'ma slaughterhouse. Ain't no talking to rapping, no copy out. Session no to the side, just in case it drop. Got a twisted body, mop and snorted out. Be a fucking cuz, oh yeah, that bitch was foul. But I took it, it's all I do in the top. Bust out in the police and shit to trial. Summertime like a man and I held it down. Got the blood on the line, he don't see it down. I've been broke since 4 hours, damn me now. Do the dash in the braces and hear me growl. Fucking call me a friend that ain't even out. And she went to your phone, that's the word of mouth. I can I'm on the work, can't make the count. Think about it, go broke, try to keep up with. Gucci that, Gucci this, cause it's made a fit. All the way to my feet, cause I'm pretty bitty. Watch how you greedy. I'm about to cut out the middleman. I'm about to run up 100 bands. Cut up the lot in the brain of bands. And she wants she a fuck and she wish she in. I'm about to ball out to the max. Motherfucker, my eyes taking no respect. Give a run up a nigga that tryna flex. I ain't losing no sleep, I had no regrets. I'm about to cut out the middleman. I'm about to run up 100 bands. Skirt out the lot in the brain of bands. And she wants she a fuck and she wish she in. I'm about to ball out to the max. Motherfucker, my eyes taking no respect. Give a run up a nigga that tryna flex. I ain't losing no sleep, I had no regrets. I'm about to go and set the record straight. New niggas I can fuck with everything. Now she tryna get her hands in my pocket, cause she know a nigga pay like he wait. I went for scraping crumbs on my plate to eat it off a platter with a expensive taste. Looking up to role models, sitting at the table, giving toast, while saying grace. Amen. I'm about to spread a little bit. Niggas in my watch. I'm about to run up a check to brag about how much it's been. I'm about to switch up my roles, put myself in out a bitch. I'm about to step on hella toes just to get in where I fit. I'm about to cut out the middleman. I'm about to run up 100 bands. Skirt out the lot in the brain of bands. And she wish she a fuck and she wish she in. I'm about to ball out to the max. Motherfucker, my eyes taking no respect. Give a run up a nigga that tryna flex. I ain't losing no sleep, I had no regrets. I'm about to cut out the middleman. I'm about to run up 100 bands. Skirt out the lot in the brain of bands. And she wish she a fuck and she wish she in. I'm about to ball out to the max. Motherfucker, my eyes taking no respect. Give a run up a nigga that tryna flex. I ain't losing no sleep, I had no regrets.
Y'all know what it is? Block 4.